What if I told you one Chinese company has quietly developed an electric vehicle so efficient, so intelligent, and so affordable that it's forcing the entire Western auto industry to rethink everything? Sounds unbelievable, right? Before we unpack how BYD is setting new global standards with a $9,300 EV, a fireproof battery, and a hybrid engine more efficient than Toyota's, hit that subscribe button because what you're about to see might just be the biggest automotive shift since the Model T. For years, the electric vehicle landscape appeared locked into a familiar script. Tesla dominating headlines and market share, Detroit's legacy automakers scrambling to reinvent themselves, and European manufacturers wrestling with regulatory pressures and shifting consumer tastes. It seemed the narrative was written, a predictable race where innovation was measured in flashy unveilings, splashy marketing, and Silicon Valley hype cycles. But quietly from the east, a different kind of storm was gathering momentum. BYD, Build Your Dreams, had been a relatively unknown player outside Asia just a decade ago. Founded in 1995 as a battery manufacturer, BYD initially specialized in rechargeable batteries for mobile phones and electronics. Yet, from these modest origins, it grew to become China's largest automaker by production volume and one of the world's fastest growing electric vehicle manufacturers. What makes BYD's rise especially compelling isn't just size or volume, it's the methodical, almost understated way the company has rewritten the rules of automotive technology. Unlike Western EV makers whose brand identities often hinge on sleek design or visionary CEOs, BYD's approach is rooted in engineering depth and systems integration, quietly layering innovation after innovation until the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. By 2025, BYD's presence is no longer a whisper but a roar on the global stage. Its influence transcends China's vast domestic market, challenging entrenched giants in Europe, North America, and beyond. The company's technology portfolio reads like a roadmap to the future. A fifth-generation hybrid powertrain that pushes the boundaries of efficiency, a revolutionary blade battery redefining safety and longevity, a sprawling deep learning AI infrastructure powered by billions of kilometers of real-world data, and an autonomous driving system that slashes costs while delivering premium performance. This is not merely disruption, it's a reshuffling of global technological power, a quiet revolution emanating from Shenzhen that the world cannot afford to ignore. When BYD revealed its fifth-generation DMI hybrid engine in May 2024, it stunned the automotive world. The internal combustion engine, long considered a mature and plateaued technology, was suddenly reborn, not through radical redesigns but by rethinking the fundamentals of hybrid integration. Thermal efficiency, the measure of how much fuel energy is converted into usable power, had stagnated for decades. Conventional gasoline engines averaged roughly 25 to 30%, while Toyota's Prius and other advanced hybrids pushed this boundary to about 41%. Yet BYD's DMI 5.0 shattered expectations with a record-breaking 46.06% thermal efficiency, a leap so significant it reset engineering benchmarks globally. This leap was no accident. At its core lies a carefully balanced 1.5-liter gasoline engine optimized with advanced combustion techniques, ultra-precise fuel injection, and intelligent thermal management. Paired with an electric motor available in two power outputs, 161 and 215 horsepower, the hybrid system seamlessly blends internal combustion and electric propulsion with minimal energy loss. But what truly sets the system apart is BYD's proprietary EHS drivetrain architecture. Unlike traditional hybrids, where engine and motor coupling causes mechanical drag and complexity, BYD's fully decoupled dual-clutch design allows the gasoline engine to completely disengage during electric-only driving. This minimizes friction and energy waste, pushing drivetrain efficiency to a staggering 92%. The result is not just better numbers on paper. A real-world fuel consumption rate of just 2.9 liters per 100 kilometers, roughly 81 miles per gallon, and a combined driving range exceeding 2,100 kilometers, or 1,304 miles, on a single tank and charge. This is a game changer for long-distance driving, making range anxiety a relic of the past for hybrid drivers. Mass-market vehicles such as the Kin Plus DMI and Seal 06 DMI already showcase this technology on the streets of China and expanding markets. BYD's hybrid engine doesn't just extend the life of the internal combustion engine, it redefines it in a way that is environmentally responsible, cost-effective, and practical for millions of consumers. As the electric vehicle race accelerates, battery safety and longevity remain critical hurdles. While competitors struggle with volatile chemistries and costly materials, BYD took a different path, engineering the black battery, a technology that has quietly transformed the battery landscape. Introduced in 2020 and now deployed across BYD's entire electric lineup, the Blade battery uses lithium iron phosphate chemistry shaped into long, thin blades approximately 96 centimeters in length. This innovation isn't just about packaging efficiency. Though a 50% increase in space utilization helps reduce battery pack size and weight, it's about fundamentally improving thermal management and safety. The true test of battery safety is the nail penetration test, a standard that replicates internal short-circuiting caused by punctures. Conventional nickel-manganese-cobalt batteries often ignite or explode under such stress, raising concerns about fire risk. BYD's Blade battery, however, exhibits a startlingly different response. It barely warms, peaking at 60 degrees Celsius, and crucially emits no smoke or flames. Longevity is equally impressive. After 3,000 full charge-discharge cycles, a figure double the industry standard, these batteries retain 90% of their original capacity. In practical terms, that translates to 15 to 20 years of reliable use, vastly extending the life of the vehicle and reducing battery replacement costs. BYD also sidesteps reliance on rare and expensive metals like cobalt and nickel, sourcing material that are more abundant and geopolitically secure. This not only cuts costs, but insulates BYD from the supply chain volatility that plagues many Western manufacturers. Models such as the Dolphin, Tang EV, and the compact Seagull have the Blade battery at their core, combining affordability with unprecedented safety and performance, a compelling value proposition for buyers worldwide. The future of driving lies not only in powertrains or batteries, but in intelligence, and BYD's DeepSeek AI platform is redefining what automotive intelligence means at scale. Launched in 2024 as part of the Zheng vehicle architecture, DeepSeek is an integrated neural network system processing data from 4.4 million connected BYD vehicles, collectively accumulating over 72 million kilometers of driving input daily. This enormous dataset feeds into machine learning models that continuously refine vehicle behavior across diverse environments. Unlike siloed or simulation-only AI systems, DeepSeek operates on a live, evolving data stream. Radar, LiDAR, cameras, GPS, and 5G IoT connectivity feeds sensor data into a unified control core, allowing the system to anticipate hazards, optimize route choices, and adapt to local traffic norms across cities and countries. The system's learning mimics human cognitive processes, recognizing patterns, predicting behaviors, and improving reflexes while scaling exponentially through cloud computing and edge devices. A dedicated AI team of 4,000 engineers continuously develop the algorithms, updating DeepSeek OTA to incorporate new insights without requiring physical recalls. Already, luxury BYD models like the Yangwang U8 operate at level 3 autonomy, enabling conditional hands-free driving on highways and controlled urban scenarios. Mid-tier vehicles like the Tang and Song Plus are progressively integrating autonomous features, democratizing advanced driver assistance. DeepSeek is more than just smart. It's a global, self-improving brain embedded in millions of vehicles. A vast neural network learning not only to drive, but to anticipate the future. While Tesla's full self-driving system remains prohibitively expensive, topping $12,000 in many markets, BYD's answer to autonomous driving, D-Pilot, is designed to be inclusive, affordable, and effective. Released in February 2025, D-Pilot is stratified into 3 tiers: D-Pilot 600 for premium models, D-Pilot 300 for mid-range vehicles, and D-Pilot 100 for entry-level EVs priced as low as $9,300. Hardware varies accordingly, but core safety and convenience features remain consistent across the range. D-Pilot includes advanced automatic emergency braking, highway autopilot capabilities, automated parking, and memory-based navigation that learns preferred routes and adjusts dynamically. Premium variants add urban autopilot and 3D LiDAR scanning, enhancing situational awareness in complex environments. Importantly, all D-Pilot systems support over-the-air updates, ensuring continual feature improvements and system refinements without customer inconvenience. This software-first mindset empowers even the most budget-conscious buyers to access sophisticated autonomy. Rather than flashy exclusivity or gimmicks, D-Pilot prioritizes reliability, safety, and real-world usability, redefining expectations for what mass-market autonomous driving can achieve. The raw numbers reveal a seismic shift in the global automotive landscape, one that even the most skeptical industry insiders can no longer ignore. In the third quarter of 2023 alone, BYD reported an eye-popping $28.2 billion in revenue. This figure didn't just edge out Tesla's $25.18 billion, it signaled a changing of the guard in the electric vehicle arena. But the story doesn't stop at revenue. In 2024, BYD achieved what many thought impossible, selling over 4.3 million electric vehicles worldwide, overtaking Tesla's production figures for the first time in history. What's behind this unprecedented surge? Pricing. BYD's flagship Seal sedan, crafted with a keen eye on cost efficiency without sacrificing quality, undercuts Tesla's iconic Model 3 by a full 15% in crucial international markets like Europe and Southeast Asia. This price advantage is no accident. The ultra-affordable Seagull, priced at a groundbreaking $9,300, has written the definition of what affordable electric truly means, opening up EV ownership to demographics previously priced out of the market. Meanwhile, Western automakers are caught in a perfect storm of soaring electrification costs and supply chain vulnerabilities. Where giants like Ford and GM struggle to maintain profitability, BYD operates from a position of strength, backed by a vertically integrated supply chain that covers everything from mining raw materials to final assembly. This complete control over production enables BYD to slash costs by as much as 30%, savings it passes directly onto consumers. This is a strategic masterstroke, turning manufacturing efficiency into a potent competitive weapon. BYD's expanding dominance in markets such as Brazil, Southeast Asia, and even parts of Europe isn't based on flashy marketing or celebrity endorsements. Instead, it's the pragmatic, no-nonsense choice for consumers who want reliability, affordability, and real-world value. This is the new face of global automotive leadership: practical, relentless, and quietly unstoppable. Across the Pacific, Washington watches this rise with growing unease. The US government's legislative response, exemplified by the Inflation Reduction Act, aims to safeguard domestic manufacturing by offering generous subsidies, but only for EVs made with US-sourced batteries and components. Simultaneously, tariffs on Chinese imports have tightened and trade restrictions have stiffened in an effort to slow Beijing's electrical juggernaut. Yet, despite these defensive moves, the geopolitical reality is stark. China commands 76% of global EV battery production. Powerhouses like BYD, CATL, and Gotion don't merely fuel China's domestic demand. They are the backbone of supply chains for global automakers, including US brands. BYD hasn't yet officially set up shop in the US, but its strategic expansion into Mexico's manufacturing hubs is a clear signal. This proximity to the US market positions BYD to soon challenge legacy automakers on their home turf. And those legacy giants are visibly faltering. GM has pushed back the launch of its Equinox EV, Ford is scaling back its F-150 Lightning production, and even Tesla, the once untouchable leader, faces mounting pressure on profit margins due to rising raw material costs and global supply constraints. Physics and economics, not politics, now shape the battlefield. BYD's hybrid and battery technology innovations, grounded in cutting-edge chemistry and scalable production, are poised to become the global standard, adopted not out of loyalty or ideology, but because they simply perform better and cost less. While the world's eyes fixate on battery chemistry and horsepower, BYD's software ecosystem is quietly rewriting the rules of vehicle intelligence. DeepSeek AI, the company's proprietary artificial intelligence platform, powers a seamless feedback loop within every vehicle. Unlike traditional vehicles that remain static until their next model year, BYD's cars learn from driver behavior, road conditions, and sensor inputs, updating themselves wirelessly through over-the-air upgrades. Imagine a car that grows smarter every day, adjusting navigation routes based on learned traffic patterns, refining sensor fusion algorithms to improve safety, and enhancing voice recognition for more intuitive control. This is shocking, but these updates arrive silently in the background, eliminating the need to buy new hardware or wait years for software improvements. Tesla pioneered OTA updates, but BYD is rapidly closing the gap with an infrastructure built for scale. Their AI-driven approach blends real-world data from tens of millions of kilometers driven with advanced machine learning models that continuously improve performance and user experience. The result is an evolving vehicle that adapts to each driver's needs and environmental changes, making a paradigm shift in how we think about automotive software. To pigeonhole BYD as merely an electric vehicle manufacturer is to overlook the full scope of its industrial empire. BYD is an integrated technological titan, a battery powerhouse producing innovative cell chemistries, a chip designer engineering bespoke semiconductors optimized for EV demands, a software developer building cloud-connected platforms that manage entire fleets, and a manufacturing colossus whose reach spans continents. Operating in over 70 countries with partnerships from South America to Europe and Africa, BYD builds not only cars but electric buses reshaping public transit, monorails redefining urban mobility, trucks powering logistics fleets, and even electric ships charting new courses for maritime transport. This diverse portfolio makes BYD exceptionally resilient. When global cobalt prices spike or chip shortages disrupt competitors, BYD's vertical integration and flexible production pivot strategies shield it from the chaos. Its advantage isn't only about groundbreaking innovation, but an unparalleled mastery of execution, an industrial juggernaut delivering consistently at scale and speed. For over a century, the automotive world spun around Detroit's assembly lines, Stuttgart's engineering excellence, and Tokyo's manufacturing precision. But as 2025 unfolds, a new axis of innovation is rapidly forming, one centered in Shenzhen, China. This isn't just a shift in geography, it's a transformation in mindset. BYD embodies a philosophy that prizes accessibility over exclusivity, system integration over isolated breakthroughs, and practical results over showmanship. Its vehicles aren't just more efficient, they're smarter, safer, cheaper, and built with a holistic understanding of modern mobility challenges. The Blade battery redefines safety and longevity. DeepSeek AI reimagines the relationship between driver and machine. The DMI hybrid engine achieves unprecedented fuel efficiency. And the D-Pilot autonomous driving platform democratizes self-driving capabilities once reserved for luxury models. The global electrification race, once imagined as a Silicon Valley innovation story, is now being written in the labs and factories of Shenzhen. The challenge is clear: adapt or fall behind. The future isn't just electric, it has arrived, and its quiet, confident voice echoes from the east, reshaping the automotive world for generations to come. If you were leading the West's response to BYD's innovation blitz, would you double down on current strategies or pivot entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching this video with us, and catch you in the next one.